After wrapping up a long day of filming, Jennifer Lawrence decided to take a serene walk through a local park to unwind. The sun was beginning to set, casting golden hues across the trees and pathways. Despite her fame, Jennifer often found solace in blending into everyday life, walking among ordinary people, and feeling grounded. As she strolled past a playground, her attention was drawn to a small figure sitting on a bench, hunched over, with tiny shoulders trembling. It was a little girl, no older than 8, sobbing quietly into her hands. Jennifer slowed her pace, her heart tugging at the sight. Something about the child's desolation struck her deeply. Jennifer hesitated for a moment, unsure if she should intrude, but her compassionate instincts won over. She approached gently and crouched down to the girl's level, speaking softly. "Hey there, sweetheart. Are you okay?" The little girl looked up, startled, her tear-streaked face flushed. She sniffled, wiping her nose on her sleeve. Recognizing Jennifer, but too consumed by her sadness to react to her celebrity status, she managed to say, "My dog, Max, he's really sick." Jennifer's expression softened as she sat down next to the girl. "I'm so sorry to hear that," she said, her voice full of empathy. "What's wrong with him?" Through choked words, the girl explained that Max, her beloved golden retriever, had suddenly stopped eating and couldn't move much. The family had taken him to the vet, but the treatment was expensive, far beyond what her parents could afford. Emily, as the girl introduced herself, felt helpless and heartbroken. Jennifer listened intently, nodding and offering words of comfort. She couldn't bear to see a child in such pain. As Emily's story unfolded, an idea began forming in Jennifer's mind. Jennifer assured Emily that everything would be okay and asked if she could meet Emily's parents. "Maybe I can help," she said with a reassuring smile. Emily hesitated, but eventually nodded, leading Jennifer to her family, who were sitting nearby with worried expressions. Emily's mother, Anna, and father, Mark, were initially surprised and a bit overwhelmed to see Jennifer Lawrence standing in front of them. Jennifer quickly put them at ease with her down-to-earth demeanor, explaining how she had found Emily upset and wanted to help. Mark sighed heavily, explaining the situation in more detail. Max's condition required a costly surgery, but the family's financial struggles had made it impossible to proceed. Anna's eyes welled up as she expressed how much Max meant to their family, especially to Emily, who had grown up with him. Jennifer felt a pang in her chest. She had always loved animals, and the thought of Max suffering was unbearable. Without hesitation, she offered to cover the medical expenses. "Please let me do this for you," she said sincerely. "I know how much pets mean. They're family." At first, the family resisted, feeling it was too much to accept from a stranger. But Jennifer's kindness and persistence won them over. She insisted it wasn't about charity, but about helping someone in need, just as she hoped someone would do for her if the roles were reversed. The following day, Jennifer accompanied the family to the veterinary clinic, where Max was undergoing further evaluation. The golden retriever lay on a soft blanket, his big brown eyes full of trust despite his weakened state. Jennifer stayed with Emily while the vet explained the treatment plan to Anna and Mark. Emily clung to Jennifer's hand, her small fingers wrapped tightly around hers. "Do you think Max will be okay?" she whispered. Jennifer knelt down, meeting Emily's hopeful gaze. "I believe he will," she said confidently. "He's a fighter, just like you." The surgery was scheduled for the following morning. Jennifer ensured that everything was arranged, including the payment. As they left the clinic, Emily hugged her tightly. "Thank you, Miss Lawrence," she said. "You're like a guardian angel." Jennifer smiled, her eyes misting. "I think Max is the real angel," she replied. "We're just here to help him spread his wings again." The night before Max's surgery was quiet, yet filled with tension. Emily stayed close to her best friend, softly stroking his fur and whispering, "You're going to be okay, Max. I know it." Max's faint wagging tail was her only comfort, a small reminder of his resilience. Her parents stayed nearby, trying to be strong for her, but the worry was evident on their faces. Meanwhile, Jennifer couldn't get Emily and Max out of her mind. She thought about their bond and the weight of Emily's hope. Wanting to provide comfort, Jennifer arranged a small surprise for the family. The next morning, a care package arrived at their door, a bouquet of cheerful flowers, snacks, and a handwritten note that read, "Dear Emily and family, I know today feels tough, but Max is strong, and so are you. Remember, you're not alone. I'll be there later to cheer Max on with you. Love, Jennifer." Emily clung to the note as if it were a treasure, rereading it aloud to Max. "She believes in you, too," she told him with a small smile. When the family arrived at the clinic, Jennifer was already waiting. She greeted them with a warm hug and knelt beside Emily, saying, "Max has so many people rooting for him. He's a champion." The vet reassured them that the surgery had a high chance of success, but the hours that followed were agonizing. Jennifer stayed by Emily's side, sharing stories to ease the tension. She spoke of her own childhood dog, Buddy, who had helped her through tough times. "He wasn't just a pet," Jennifer said. "He was my superhero." "Max is my superhero," Emily whispered, clutching her hands tightly. Finally, the vet emerged with a calm smile. "The surgery went well. Max is a fighter. He'll need some rest, but he's going to recover." Tears streamed down Emily's face as she hugged Jennifer tightly. "We did it! Max is going to be okay." As they went to see Max, Emily's heart swelled with relief. Though groggy, Max wagged his tail weakly at her touch. Jennifer placed a comforting hand on Emily's shoulder and said, "This is just the beginning. Max has so many more adventures ahead." Emily nodded, her hope fully restored. With Jennifer's support, she felt ready to face anything. In the weeks that followed, Jennifer continued to stay in touch with Emily and her family. Max recovered steadily, his playful spirit returning. Jennifer even visited their home, bringing toys for Max and a small gift for Emily, a charm bracelet with a paw print charm to remind her of Max's resilience and their shared journey. The story of Jennifer's kindness spread, touching hearts everywhere. But for Jennifer, the experience was less about publicity and more about the profound connection she had made with Emily and her family. One day, as Jennifer prepared to leave after a visit, Emily handed her a drawing. It showed Max, Jennifer, and Emily together, with the words, "Thank you for being our hero," written in crayon. Jennifer's heart swelled. "This is the best gift anyone's ever given me," she said, hugging Emily tightly. The experience reminded Jennifer of the power of compassion and the importance of using her platform to make a difference. She returned to her busy life with a renewed sense of purpose, carrying the memory of Max and Emily with her always. And so, a simple walk in the park became a story of kindness, resilience, and the bonds that can form when hearts open to one another. Like the video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.